Hello and welcome. I'm Katrina Pratt Roebuck, and I'm the founder and CEO of Upliftme. And Upliftme is a national resource hub that lists information on social service events happening across the country. We also highlight the wonderful work of community based organizations right here in Philadelphia. So, today I have with me Dymiere Finch, who is the executive director, and Tayanah Scott, who is the community engagement and program manager of the Philadelphia office of the National Center for Urban Solutions. So hello to both of you, and thank you so much for being here.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having us.
Well,
Absolutely.
thank
Absolutely. So can you talk a little bit about, let's start with what the National Center for Urban Solutions does. Can you talk a little bit about the organization that is a national organization, so what it does nationally, and then what you do here locally in Philadelphia?
Yeah, absolutely. So, under our National Center for Urban Solutions, like you said, is a national organization that looks to focus on education, workforce development, consulting, and health and wellness.
Mhm,
So, that's our for-profit company or our
mhm,
parent company that we also have nonprofits under. So, in Philadelphia, in PA, specific. And that's something that's not in any other areas. We are running a workforce program where we're getting all of the non-custodial parents and helping them find sustainable employment opportunities and wraparound
mhm,
services before they're sent up state road, right? Many times, men don't have something to impede on that progress before their license are suspended, before they're sent up to state road or jail and different things like that. So they get an opportunity to work with us, find sustainable employment, make their payments, catch up on their arrears, and be in their child's life. So that's what we're doing on the workforce side. And then we have a lot that we're doing on the health and wellness side.
Okay, can you talk a little bit about that piece of the work as well?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll take it from there. So, our agency, the African American Male Wellness Agency, we have been across the country for over 20 years, but we have been in Philadelphia just celebrating our fourth annual year. So,
Okay.
we do a slew of different things to support the African American man and his family holistically, and that includes providing free health and wellness resources through our annual Black Men's Wellness Day. We do a mental health check-in called Real Men Real Talk on a monthly basis, just to make sure that we're providing men a safe space to kind of take their mask off and let the world, well, not the world know, but a safe space know what kind of some of the things that are plaguing them that may be going on. We also have a whole fatherhood initiative where we're doing a slew of different things just to make sure fathers are able to be actively involved in their child's life, but eliminating those costs. So we're doing things like sports with dads, where we're taking kids to sports games, the Phillies, the Flyers, the Sixers, all free of charge so that they get to
Mhm,
have this bonding experience. We're also
mhm,
doing an initiative called Cooking with Dads, which we're extremely excited to be launching with State Rep Almond Brown, showing the
mhm,
kids and their fathers how to make some healthy, affordable meals to make sure that they're having, again, that bonding opportunity, but also still supporting that health and wellness. We want to make sure that you guys know how to make healthy meals and things like that. So we're doing a slew of different things. And then we also have our opioid awareness campaign. But more recently, because of all of the great work we've done to support our men, we just launched our women's initiative in September of last year, Uplift Her.
mhm.
So very
Okay.
excited to show that we are supporting the African American men and the family from all different angles.
Okay, so that's fantastic. Can you talk a little bit about how folks can access those services? So fathers, in particular, it sounds like you're supporting parents. So how do parents access the services that you provide?
Absolutely. So, one thing about us, we are always boots on the ground out in the community at different events. So, if you ever see one of us out there, we are always providing that information. But also, we do have a bunch of different channels that we go through. So, our social
Mhm,
medias, obviously, we are on LinkedIn as well as Instagram and Facebook. For the Philadelphia chapter specifically, our handle for Instagram would be AAMWA Philly. So, that's the best way to get in touch with us directly through social media. But also,
okay.
you go onto our website, aawellness.org, and then you would select the Philadelphia city. And then
Mm,
the director's contact information is there for anyone looking to get in touch with us.
okay. Can you talk a little bit about when folks access the services, what do they need to qualify? Are there any requirements to participate in the programs?
Right. So I would say pretty much everything we do is free for the community.
Okay.
You're talking about our big Black Men's Wellness Day, bringing the clinic to the community. You're talking about Uplift Her Wellness Day. These are things where we're really trying to offer up these services that we feel like is so hard for our community to get a hold of or have access to in a quick manner, right?
Right.
So majority of the things that we do are free of charge, are for the
Mhm.
community, and they don't need really any requirements.
Okay. So the bonding experiences that you mentioned, you talked about taking fathers and their children to Sixers games. So folks can sign up and I assume, access a whole bunch of resources and events. Is that what you guys are providing for free as well?
Yes, ma'am, that is true. So,
Wow.
what we started to do is just create a network of fathers,
Mhm.
parents, mothers, even community groups, youth-based groups, faith-based groups that want to do more or want those different exposure opportunities. And we
Mhm.
just partner with them. And when we get these different opportunities, we reach out to them as such. But we love to have more people come. We just entered our third season of Sports with Dads. So,
Mhm.
shout out to the Philadelphia Phillies, the Philadelphia
Mhm.
76ers, as well as the Philadelphia Flyers, because over the last 3 years, they have been extremely gracious for us to also be able to extend this to the youth, and expose them to things that they have never been exposed to.
I love that. And I love that you guys have created partnerships that maybe the general public doesn't know about, and that you're able to provide these opportunities to folks. And so, just thinking about Tayanah, you mentioned that focusing on women has been something that your organization has done over the past year. Can you talk a little bit about that work and talk about perhaps something you're excited about that's coming up in the next 12 months?
Absolutely. So, as I've mentioned, we've been doing work for our men in Philly for
Mhm.
going 4 to 5 years. And
Mhm.
something that we've noticed and that we know is that women are oftentimes the driving force behind getting men to these events, being that bug in
Mhm.
the ear to remind them to take care of themselves. How
Mhm.
what we realize is that sometimes women forget to take care of themselves. They are so busy worried
Mhm.
about everyone else, we forget about us, right? So, Uplift Her, which is our women's initiative, was pretty much created around that idea of the men that we've been spending all of this time pouring into, they're making sure that we remember to prioritize us. So, what we do in Uplift Her is just a few different things to engage women, make sure they have a safe network, provide a few different opportunities for them to meet with other individuals and to build a sisterhood. But also, we're going to be doing our first Women's Wellness Day in September. So, I'm very excited. We are looking forward to doing 250 plus free screenings for our women. We're looking to have some great individuals in the room, some vendors, resources. We'll have a youth pavilion for the kids so that there's something for them to do while their moms are taking care of their health. And we are
Mhm.
partnering with Reverend Dr. Lorena Marshall Blake on this. So she's
Okay.
big in the community, and we're very
Mhm.
excited to have her backing us in this mission to make sure women are prioritizing their health here in Philadelphia.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. And so, in terms of that work that you're doing, so you're having that big event in September. What is some of the daily work that you see around supporting women that you're ensuing upon?
Absolutely. So we know that women definitely, there's a lot of stuff out here for the girls, right? But what we've realized in doing the work is sometimes women still feel like they need a little bit more support with their mental health. But
Mhm.
something really specific to Philadelphia is our maternal health. And so making
Mhm.
sure that women feel like they're supported in that space, whether it be through pregnancy or postpartum, making sure that their partners are also well equipped to help them. These are some of the things that are really prevalent in Philadelphia, as
Mhm.
well as breast cancer. Our rates are definitely a lot higher than some of the other communities. So we just want to make sure that we're raising awareness around that and providing the
Mhm.
support to the women, because daily we're hearing these conversations come up. We're hearing the concerns, even
Mhm.
with some of the amazing partners that we've had. These are conversations happening all across the board in the city. So we're definitely making sure that we're going to address that and support our women.
That's wonderful. And so you are heavily supporting parents, and I don't think that we think a lot about resources for parents collectively. I think that is really wonderful that you all are doing this work in this space, because parents do need a lot of resources and supports to help them at times. And so it's really wonderful that you guys are helping to support families in that way. Um, I want to know a little bit about how folks could support your organization and this important work that you do. Do you guys accept volunteers? Can people make donations? Can you talk a little bit about how your organization can be supported?
Absolutely. And I'm so glad you asked that, actually. So we are always looking for volunteers, vendors,
Mhm.
partners to add to the event. Anytime we are hosting a large event, including our wellness days, we will put it up on Eventbrite. So able to find us on our agency website. The Eventbrites for any events will be linked to the website. And there you can always register for whatever event it is, whether it be volunteering. Donations can be accepted as well on that website. However, if there are any further capacities that individuals are looking to be involved, whether that be a sponsorship or a more formal partnership, they can reach out to us through those social media channels or through our agency's website, get connected to our director here in Philadelphia, and we can have a further discussion as to what a real robust partnership can look like, because we like to make sure they're mutually beneficial. So if there's any way to give to us, please, we are welcoming you to go to our websites. However, we would like to have a conversation. So it's always best to reach out to us as well.
Okay, that's fantastic. And you guys seem to be masters at collaboration with other organizations, which is so important. It's so important to leverage the work and the resources across sectors as well as organizations to support folks. So thank you so much for the work that you all do. I was not aware until more recently in the past year about the work that you all do, and it's so important. And so really appreciate you all spending the time to talk to us about it today. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Take care.
God bless you. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too.